Hey guys, what's up? My name is Brandon and welcome back to another competitive Pokemon analysis. This series is where we look at like different Pokemon and their possibilities and their potentials in competitive battle. And today we're gonna have Beedrill up here. This thing isn't really great in competitive, but I guess it can be a good late game sweeper. But yeah. But this analysis, along with any other analysis, will only be covering fully evolved Pokemon in their respective generations. So if you're looking for Little Cup or Middle Cup or something like that, you'll not be finding it here. Trust me. Some of these movesets that I make for these competitive Pokemon are a bit creative on my part, otherwise they are from Smogon. Also, Mega Evolutions will have their own analysis, so stay tuned for those. And one more thing is that I may screw up while I make these videos, so if you want to, leave a like. I don't really care, but if you do, subscribe really helps on my channel. And let's get this going, shall we? Alright then, so we have Beedrill right here. Now, first of all, let's take a look at its stats. Now, unfortunately, let's get the bad news out of the way. Its stats are pitiful. Pitiful, I tell you. The reason why is because, first of all, again, it doesn't have any bulk. It doesn't have that much great bulk. Its HP 65, relatively low. It's got 40 defense, relatively low. Actually, very low, in fact. And special defense, 80. Relatively decent, I guess. Now, now its speed, I guess it's solid, but compared to other, Pokemon in the PU tier, Chatot, it's pretty slow. Cherim even outspeeds it as well. So, yeah. But there are some good news along with it, because first of all, it has decent attack power, which is base 90, and it's also it can be used as a suicide lead with toxic spikes, first of all, and it's also able to set up with Tailwind as well, which is nice. But even so, it's still a pretty bad Pokemon. So now let's get into the moves, shall we? Okay, now, so what I did here is that I did something pretty interesting, and that is that I actually made it so this thing is a choice band user. Will this thing load up? I got no clue, but either way, I'll tell you anyways. So again, it doesn't have that great attack. Well, it doesn't have that great stats at all, in fact. So basically, what we're doing here is that we're giving this thing a choice band to give it its need of attack. And I run Jolly Nature because it needs to outspeed something, and yeah. Okay, so now let's actually get into the move. So the first move that I would give it is Poison Jab. It's a good stab move to hit something like Cherim with, and it has a very decent chance to poison as well, which is pretty much all it's there for. So yeah, that's Poison Jab. Another move that I think would be nice on it is U-Turn, assuming that you outspeed something like Carnivine or Chimecho, which you wouldn't really want to stay in on. You could press U-Turn, and then you could still hide the fact that you're holding a choice band, which is nice. It's very nice actually, because it's really used on Mega Beedrill, but even so, it's still pretty useful on this part. So yeah. Okay, so another move that you could use on this thing is a Knockoff. Now, Clefairy is a huge threat in PU. You know how defensive this thing can get with an Eviolite, so Knockoff its Eviolite and it'll make it so much more frail. And even if it switches into something else, Electabuzz, holding an Eviolite, bam, knock it off. Roselia, holding an Eviolite, knocks it off. Floatzel, holding leftovers, knocks it off. So, which is nice. It does have that ability in Sniper, which allows it to raise that critical hit chance. or not critical hit chance, critical hit attack power, so it's like if you hit a crit then you actually do more damage. And I get Swarm like it's good for boosting the stab, like it's good for boosting the stab U-turn and poison, well yeah, just U-turn, but it doesn't do anything for anything else. So the last move that I would give Beedrill is Drill Run. Now, essentially the reason why I gave it Drill Run is because first of all, it's like a very strong move, and second, you could use this thing on like I'm looking at like Pokemon right now. You could use it on Flareon, like, I mean, you'd be OHKO'd by a Flare Blitz, but still. You could also use it on Electabuzz, Electrode, and Dragonair for that matter, I guess. Cause it's still, Dragonair is not that bulky, I guess. But hey, that's the thing. And give it a Choice Band and it'll do a lot more damage as well. Now let's go over the downsides of Beedrill. So, looking at its stats, it's already not that great of a Pokemon. Its move pool is okay, but it's not like great. It's got terrible bulk, and basically that's all you can use it for is either a lead or just an all-out attacker like I did. But the only problem is it has to carry a Focus Sash sometimes. Like, unless it's carrying a Focus Sash, anything will OHKO it. Almost anything. And it's pretty much just outclassed by Ninjask for that matter. But, yeah. You could also run Giga Drain on it to OHKO lead Golem, which I guess is good, but then again, you really can't, you know, you really can't make use of it, because, you know, Beedrill has terrible special attack power. And something like Monferno, it can OHKO anything with it. Like, Flare Blitz? Jesus Christ, you will not live a Flare Blitz. Actually, Beedrill will not live a Flare Blitz at all, because it's got horrible, like, defense. And, let's see, what else? Multi-hit moves like, okay, so let's see, Golem can use Rock Blast, and Boomerang comes from a Marowak. And Poison types can nullify a Toxic Spikes, like if you use a, what is it? The Toxic Spikes Suicide Lead set. This makes Beedrill really bad, like, because it wipes out all of the Toxic Spikes. And pretty much, yeah, that's it. I get Flying types, like, they're also good, like, for using against Beedrill, because, I mean, you could just use Brave Bird from something. Like, you could use Brave Bird from Fearow, like, that's nice. But, yeah. So there you have it. That's all of Beedrill's analysis. If you guys have enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Analysis, competitive Pokemon Analysis, then be sure to hit that like button down below. Mega Beedrill's analysis is coming up next. If you guys are excited to understand, once again, hit the like button. I don't really care. But if you do, subscribe. Really helps on my channel. And stay tuned for Mega Beedrill. So with that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.